So the next thing I want to show you is when we go from brick rebate around an external corner and into an internal corner, we finish the brick rebate flush with the form, the lower form. So as you can see here, this is the brick rebate and it's flush with the lower form. And then we go from, so that's brick, and then we go into a standard shutter. So what I'm going to show you now is how we marry the standard formwork into the brick rebate. And how we do that is, if you look here, that's your standard form. Obviously, if we check out this shaded area here, then the whole thing would slot in like so, and then I can screw fix into the back of here and down to here with some MS, and that will give us a stop end for the brick rebate, as well as keeping the thermal break in place. So the way we do that here is, as it's showing right here, 140 mils across, 185 mils up. This area here, we're going to put a cut up here, and a cut along here could be done with angle grinder, multi-tool, just a straight hand saw. You could use the drop saw, but what you're trying to do is get a nice tight cut that whole way. Now, how the measurements have come about, I hold that here, I put my tape measure down into here, 185 mils just gets me above here, so that means the formwork will come up, and it will just cruise across the top of here into there, and it gives me enough meat to screw in here. And in terms of the 140 millimeters, that comes from the back of here to where the form actually sits, which is in here, which is 140 mils, once again giving me enough meat to screw through and lock it off. So what I'll do is I'll get that cut, and then we'll show you how to fit it. So that's what we're talking about there. Cut a slot out of there, 140 across, 185 up from the bottom. And then basically what that looks like is, once I set it into my joiner, essentially what it does is the bricks come along, they run into here, your frame comes along, and then goes across onto the standard system. So what I'm going to do is a bead of MS in here, bead of MS in the back, a couple of screws there, a couple of screws at the back, just using the stainless steel square drives. And then, once again, the powder coated aluminium joiner will have a bead of MS at the back of it and a couple of little techies that lock this to the powder coating, and then that powder coating joiner is also locked to that form on the back side. So that will complete that corner, and it will take you into that standard system, and you'll keep returning around the corner.